Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. How we all doing today? Yeah, let's get it. So, what are we doing? What are we actually doing? Well, today we are going to be reviewing my boy George, my twin. We're gonna be ranking his album "Just Having Fun" Volume 5, not five, five. Um, I know it might sound random the way how I started. I know I should have done this as a an order type thing, but apparently I guess that wasn't the case. But anyways, the reason why this video's happened and it skipped over because y'all know that I started off with Just Having Fun Volume 3 as the reaction because I started it, but he dropped another amazing album called Just Having Fun Volume 5. It's like the fifth one of his collection, you already know. But anyways, let's get into describing. So, um I decided to reflect it and I typed it in my notes and so that way I can like say the words easily what I thought of instead of having me listening to it. I have it all written on my phone what I thought of it, and so that's how I'm gonna work. I'll just give you a description and stuff. So yeah, okay. Now for the ranking on the tier list, um, how is this going to work? So S tier is going to be basically the best track on the album, okay? And D is a track that I don't think I vibe to. I don't think I would bump to it. But anyways, that's how it's gonna work on the tier list. So anyways, let's begin. So first one is Don't Give None. What I have wrote down for this song is that I said when I first listened to this, I thought the producer tag sounded like Future. But then when we get into the to his lyrics, he mentions Dave Blunt in his lyrics, which I first heard too. I mean, I've heard of him from like The Cup, but anyways, I'm not gonna get in deeper, but I know that lyric is. I actually did see that music video from the Cup. But anyways, as I was saying, he mentions Dave Blunt in the lyrics. When I first heard of Dave, oh, okay, so it does talk about it. Okay, well here it is. Well, when I first heard of Dave Blunt, I was at a church when I first heard of him, and I met this guy that was at church. He's a guy that does like help out with like the worship team and stuff, and so he constructs the music and stuff. And I actually did learn some advice from him, which was awesome, I will say. And yeah, he helped me, and I went to his studio. It's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting too as well. Like there's like even more you can do with instruments. Like you can like take like a piano or you can like sample a sound, and if you said something, you push a key. Like if you want to start from the low, it would sound low because it's obviously in that type of tone. But then if you want to go high, you can go with a sharp sound with your voice, which I didn't even, he taught me that, and I'm like, wow, I should get myself a keyboard. And I actually did get myself a keyboard, but I don't know if that keyboard would do it. But I would love, because the keyboard I got is an Arturia. Arturia, I don't think is it the third one or if it's the second one. I'm not entirely sure, but I know there's like a whole collection of them. But it's like a small keyboard and it has like dials and even has like drum pads that are on that thing too as well. You can even like use like a dial where you can like switch the sound, but you have to go to like a site for it, and you can download the sounds off of the keyboard, which is cool. But anyways, I'm not gonna get way too deep with this, but anyways, I also said at the end of the lyrics they were crazy. They were weird. So, anyways, what am I going to do with this track? Where am I gonna put "Don't Give None"? I think it's A. I will say I think it's A. Pretty fair. Okay. The next one is "Inflate." With this one, I said the bells on the beat on this the bell sounds on this I really didn't like. But this song and then the lyrics, it talks about the beef he had with Millie Bucks, like the song Millie Bucks or something. I think, yeah, because he was mentioning on his lyrics and stuff about it. And well, I joined his Twitch stream, and he was telling me the story that he showed he told me, and he showed me the person that he dissed, and he he made a song called Cuck Star Call, and that is like a diss track. And that's his like this is George's top song, and that's cool. But he told me the story. I thought it was pretty interesting to hear about, and it was really amazing, I will say. Um anyways, how would I rate Inflate? I think this one's mid. Yes, George, I'm sorry. I just think that one's like a little mid. But so far you don't have a really much of a this on there. Anyways, I'm not gonna spoil anything. Okay, let's go. Next one is Labrador. Um, for this one, I said this one, I love the production on this, and the flow is cool, and I think that's all I can say. I can agree. It was kind of cool. I don't really have really much, but I mean, sorry. What I meant to say is I didn't really have anything more written down about the song Labrador, but seems like it was positive with the flow. So I think I would give this a, I will say. Um, anyways, the next song off of the album is Saltwater. For this one, I said, which is with another song with the producer tag sounding like Future. The lyrics are hard, like there's like a verse that says, "Wallet is like eating cheese. That bitch is the fattest." And I gotta say, that's a hard bar, man. I like it. I really, that's pretty cool, I will say. Honestly, I think that's pretty cool. So for Saltwater, I think it's A, I will say. Hey, that rhymed. A, I will say. But anyways, that's all for that song for Saltwater. Next one is Fuck Them People. The Sims on this were okay. The mixing on this was awesome. The vocals, the flow is cool, and good rhymes. And yeah, I think this one was okay. It seems like it from my sentence. I really liked it. So I think that's another A. I give Fuck Them People A. So, anyways, the next one is Static. Uh, uh, Featuring Sack the Kid. Why was that so hard to pronounce? But anyways, for what I said on this, George's vocals on there was good. I liked the way how it sounded when you said Dallas on that verse. And I didn't even know this, George, but I didn't know you were into football. But I'm not really like a sports guy, I will say. I mean, I used to play, I used to bowl. I used to go bowling a lot when I was young, and that's like about it for that. Or I used to play T-ball when I was really young. I think I was like 7 years old when I played T-ball. It was cool, but I'm not really like a sports kind of guy. I will say. I mean, back in like I'm gonna get very deeper with this. I might as well just go off with what I say. It doesn't really matter. But um, when it was like 2016 through 2019, you probably heard of this YouTuber. I used to watch a lot of Dude Perfect actually because there was I was like looking up like a bowling tournament videos back when I was in the bowling league when I was young. Um, there was this video I came across and it was from Dude Perfect and it was Jason Belmonte doing trick shots with them. And it's pretty cool. I actually really enjoyed it when I was young, but nowadays I don't watch Dude Perfect anymore because I don't think the channel's based really too much about stuff like that really anymore. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong on that part, but I haven't watched them in a while, that's all I can say. And there would be like a clip of him trying to he what he called it was the Flying Dutchman. See, there's like a pin that's in the way back and the pin is way up front. So basically you have to make that way up front pin fly over to the other lane and hit the other pin as well that's on the opposite lane as the one that you're trying to bowl on. It's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if I can, after when this video or whenever this video is onto YouTube, I'll put out a link to that video that I'm trying to talk about. And yeah, it's a pretty cool video. Not gonna lie. But anyways, next we have it on like Zach's verse for this project. Um, Zach did a good job on this, I will say, with the mixing. I will say it was really mixed really well. I just mainly focused on the way it sounded. That's what I will say for that song. I didn't really pay too much. I mean, I didn't like all the way like pay attention to the lyrics, but I did hear some interesting lyrics on this, and I will say I have heard about it. And so I mean, I've heard some of it about it, some stuff on this project. Um, yeah, that's what I have written down. I think you both did good on Static. Now to rank this, I will put this at B. But anyways, next one is Another Day. And also, I should have mentioned this before me starting to get into the review of it. But unfortunately, this is not all in order. That's my bad. I actually skipped putting Upside Down shit, which is another song that's on this album. But I I don't know. I must have forgotten to write about something about it. So sorry. But that song's gonna be the last song after. I mean, last song I'm gonna be reviewing for the album. I tried so hard to get it to be all organized, just to let everybody know. I was trying so hard to get it in order from the album cycle or the album track list. But sorry about that. Okay, seven. I mean, Another Day. I love the production and the voice style of George's voice and with the lyrics. Sounds awesome. If you did a music video for this would be interesting. The flow really impresses me. I agree. I love George's like voice when he goes with that stuff. It's just so cool. I'm not even lying. Like I was just about to spoil something, but I don't want to talk on that because I don't want to ruin what George got. But George got a surprise for all of you, but I'm not going to talk about it. But anyways, yeah. So for another day, I think this track is A tier. That's what it seems like it from what I have written on my phone. Next one is Sizzle. I like how it starts off with a build up and then the flow stands out. I mean, the flow stands out basically with the build up of like the intro of the song, which is pretty cool. The rhymes are insane. The verse that you said, "Pop her V creaming like a zit," which was a interesting describing line, I will say. That's cool. I love it, George. That's awesome. That's I. You know what I said? I mean, George said pussy, but I said V. That's a cool word right there. Like V, V, just V. I like that. I have it written out on my phone, and that's what it says on my phone. But yeah, like you describing that is just so obviously great. But this, like, telling how you tell what this is, it was pretty interesting, I will say. I know it might sound sus, but I like the line. I will say. So seems like I really liked this. So I probably assume I think Sizzle. I think this one's S tier. I think Sizzle is an S tier. Very. I think it was really good. Like that's a hard bar right there. Um. Anyways, the next song I will say. I mean, sorry. That's all I have for Sizzle. But the next song is Dawn. For what I said on this one, I said I don't think I enjoyed this one. Not my style, really. So so I got really nothing to say on this one. So I think Don, from what I'm being like seeing with what I said or reviewed on that song, I don't think this is my favorite song to like bump to. But anyways, I think if I have to rank this song, I think it's D. That's all I can say. I just only think that right there. That right there. I think that's where it is right there for that song. That's all I can say, George. But anyways, yeah, cuz I don't have really anything to say cuz I have nothing to say. Let's move on to the next track. The next track is Planet Drool. Not gonna lie, this one sounded like Playboy, or not Playboy, sorry. Whoa. Uh, it sounded like Plaque Max's Pink Dreads in a way. Because, the vibe, when I first heard Pink Dreads by Plaque Max, it was by, it was like an edit that Scout with the six in the middle of the sentence of that channel, or the name of the channel. He did an edit called Plaque Max's, and it was like the thing is called Pink Dreads, and it's the Inside Out character Riley dancing and grooving to the beat, and the way he edited it was so matchy. And I love the vibe. It's so interesting. It's like a high school type of vibe. It's just so interesting. I liked it. S- And the reason why I said it sounded like Max's Pink Dreads is because of the production in a way. like there's like a little bit of a sound in there that I think it goes with it a little bit. I don't, it's I know it might be strange for me to like, say that, but it's like comparing to it in a way. For some reason it does. I would play the song, but I don't want to get copyright. Like I said, I don't want to get copyright. I don't want to offend anything. I don't want to get striked immediately because that's not what I want for the channel. And I've had experiences, like I said, I had experiences with copyright before, and I tell you, they do not put your channel out there. I don't know. Maybe they don't put. That's probably why channels like those don't get out there really much. I don't know. Maybe the rules changed over in time because I took and I deleted my channel and I haven't had an actual physical channel probably like 4 or 3 years, like that I grind to. And maybe in between those 3 years, maybe they did some changes with the rule system with YouTube, probably. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a clue. But I could tell you that it was really horrible back in 2017 with 2017 between 2021 or so. It was just awful. I mean, you got your song out there, yes, but when you have the songs, when you had to do Fortnite montages like way back then, it was I mean, no, sorry, not was, but you had to do basically non-profit songs. So basically artists that I don't think they're necessarily from SoundCloud, but there was all these random artists on YouTube that put their songs out there, and so people would use them. Like if you went to like promoting sounds, you can take like a sound that's from there and you can use it as a Fortnite montage, and that'd be the main thing for the whole YouTube channel. I did it for me. I did it for me. But I found fortunately I found the sounds that they kept on putting out there just boring. So anyways, um for Planet Drool, like I said, it sounds like Black Boy Max's, and I said the vocals on this was good and vibey, so good work. Now to rank Planet Drool, I think this is another A tier song, I will say, and yeah, that's all for Planet Drool. The next one is Liu King. Um, I said, I love the flow on this track. I didn't know you watched Phineas and Ferb. I used to watch Phineas and Ferb when I was younger. I, I did. I used to like, I remember going to my aunt house and I'd always have like macaroni and cheese while watching. Or no, Phineas and Ferb would always be always in the morning time, so I'd have like cereal. Like, there's like a cereal that I had while watching it, and it's like the cookie type of cereal. It's like the Wolf. I don't know what the name of the cereal or the brand, but it has something with the word cookie because it is cookies in a cereal bowl, like little, little cookies. It's really good, and I'd always watch Phineas when I was younger. I remembered going to like um another person's house and I stayed the night there one time, and I remember watching that there as well. But anyways, no, I don't think I actually stayed the night. I think I just basically just stayed there, and I went into that bedroom. And I remember with the bedroom, I remember walking because they had this weird door where it'd be like beads and stuff like all from the line, and you can open it easily without opening like a door. It's just like I mean, instead of the door, it's just beads like hanging from like a rope or something. That's how you'd get in. I just thought that was pretty unique and cool, and yeah, I think it was cool. I will say. Um. Anyways, what you said on a verse. Sorry. No, I just finished what I was saying. Sorry. I think the production on this track was cool. I will say from Liu King. Now to put Liu King, I think I want to put this like B tier. I don't know really. Wait, like really deep with that, but I think the production is awesome. I think that's a pretty fair ranking to put at as that song being at B tier. Anyways, the next one is Stairway. Stairway is my favorite one, I will say. The production is catchy. George's vocals on this is awesome. This is a cool track indeed. I think this one, if you can tell what I said about Stairway, I think I could put Stairway at S tier. I think that's what I will say for Stairway. I can't like describe the sound, but I can tell you that it sounded really good into what I was doing yesterday. Okay, the next song is Over There. The start of this track takes me back to like when you hear a little bit of sampling from Marshmello, the DJ artist. Yeah, there's like a little bit of a sampling too, and yeah, there's like another song that's like sounds like another song, like comparing it in a way. And with this one, it sounded like Marshmello's Alone. And like if you listen to like the melody, like at the beginning as it starts off with Marshmello's Alone, you can hear the same thing a little bit, like a resemblance between. I mean, you know what I mean, like between both of the tracks. It sort of sounds good, same with the melody, and so, anyways, yeah, it just takes me back to Marshmallow. And when I first heard of Marshmallows Alone, I was starting. I was starting my freshman year, or if it was like go meet your teachers because you're starting as a freshman. I believe that's when it took place. I remembered, oh my goodness, this is bringing me memories that I found to be memorable. I remembered like when I got done being I mean when I got done with the tour, I remembered, or if it was this, probably it was just us waiting to get in or something. I don't remember really too much about it. All I can say is that I do remember the fact that I went with my dad and my mom and my grandma. I was sitting in like a like cold car with them, and it was just such a vibe. And I decided to have headphones on, and I had very different headphones back then, and I was like listening to the song because the headphones I had was like a PS4 headphones, actual headphones. I can't. I don't know if I could show you. Going off the video. I'm sorry. I wish I can go to Visco to show you it. Gal, where is this? It's none of these. I also had a headphones like these. This one was red. It was red though. It, but the one, where is this? Where is the? There's so many headphones, I can't even find what I'm trying to talk about. Man. I mean, I had this is the headphones I've had, but I didn't listen to that on there. It was some PS4 headphones. If I had the Visco, I mean, I do have Visco. I If I had my picture of the headphones I'm talking about, I would show you on Visco. But unfortunately, the picture is not on this thing. It doesn't seem like it. It was like sort of like this type of shape, but it was like gray and blue. I don't know the model of it though. Anyways, sorry, I just thought it'd be possible for me to show you the headphones. But anyways, I listened to it in the cold car with that Alone song by Marshmello, and it was just such a vibe. I remembered the whole picture of it. Such a memory. But anyways, the vocal mixing also too sounds good with it as well. And overall, it's a great track. So over here, I think this track is an S tier. Just takes you to memories. Like for me, I know this stuff a little bit. Times like these were amazing. Like if you, I'm gonna start giving more stories with this, but when I was like, how old was I when I started freshman? I was probably like 15 or 14, somewhere around there. I remembered always like um meeting up with my dad. My mom drove me to meet my dad because he got done with work and we went out to eat, and it'd be so awesome that he had like mints and like this tube container thing. I'm not sure what that huge cylinder type of jar thing that it was, but it was stored into that. And I remembered taking one of the mints that were out of it and I put it in my mouth, and it, like the cold flavor was a feel inside your mouth. And oh my goodness, if you just sit in the car, it just gives you immediate cold chill vibes. It was just so cool. Sorry, I'm just getting way like way into the story about stuff like that back in my younger days. But anyways, that's all for the song over there. The next one is Tijuana. Tijuana. It's not ganja. It's a Tangiana. I don't know how to say those words. But this one, I told George, this one is my favorite. I think this one right here is like the most song out of all these songs right here is like the best one, I will say. For this one, I said this one is my favorite one. The rhymes on this stand out, the echo stands out. George vocals blended really well with the bass, and that's what makes it my favorite. That's what I can tell you about that, George. I think this song, Tijuana, this one I think is an S tier, I will say, for that song. I think it was pretty cool. So, anyways, that's all I have for Tijuana. The next one is Upside Down Shit. With this one, I said it sounds good. I feel like it sort of sounds a little bit of Mario Kart aesthetic vibes. For some reason, I can't tell you why. Well, it's like I'm playing like a course or something, and it just vibes with it for some reason. Like you be like at like if you played Mario Kart Wii, there is like battle tracks, and so if you played the skyscraper, you can probably possibly tell what I'm meaning when you compare to the song. but that's the third song, I guess, that sort of sounds like another something. But you'll get the sounds. You'll understand what I'm trying to say. I think it is the skyscraper map with that soundtrack sounding sort of like in this song "Upside Down Shit" by Tbogeorge. For this one, I said it's a good song. I will say for this one. Um, anyways, for this one, I think this one is Upside Down Shit is A tier. Um, yeah, that's all I can say. This one you did really good. I will say, George, I think you did amazing. I think you did amazing with this project. I will say, it looks like it. All but one track. That's all I can say. All but one track. This is the tier list for Just Having Fun Volume 5. If you have any questions or if you have any video recommendations, just let me know. I will do a video. If you want me to do any album, like song that I'm like ranking and stuff, just let me know. I will do a video for it. Um, but anyways, guys, please go check out. I encourage you guys to go and check out Tbogeorge. Oh no, sorry. Wow. Hey. Oh. Sorry. That's bad. I'm sorry. Where is it? Where's George? George, where are you? Oh, God. I just type it in. What? So I encourage you all to go subscribe to Tbogeorge. He has a whole bunch of songs. You can tell it. Anyways, yeah, check out this album right here, Just Having Fun Volume 5. And yeah, that's all for the video. Thank you all so much for watching. And if you haven't, like I said, if you have any questions or anything, just comment down on this video. Okay, thank you all so much for watching. Peace.